let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic name is hypervigilance. Hypervigilance. Hypervigilance is a mental state where your brain stays in constant alert mode, even when there is no immediate danger. Your nervous system keeps scanning for problems, rejections, conflict, mistake, threats. You are not relaxing, you are constantly monitoring. Now, why this topic is mind blowing? Because most people think I overthink because life is stressful. But psychology says sometimes the nervous system gets trained to expect danger constantly. That's why peace can feel unfamiliar, silence can feel uncomfortable, small changes feel threatening. You stay mentally prepared for worst case scenarios. The body learns survival patterns. There are some real life examples. One is rechecking messages repeatedly. Second, over analyzing people's tone. Third, feeling anxious when things are too calm. Expecting problems before they happen. Difficulty relaxing fully. Okay, so your brain is trying to protect you even when protection is no longer needed. So there is a practical shift that you can do. Teach your nervous system safety and slowly. Teach your nervous system safety slowly. Pause and ask, is there actual danger right now, or is my mind anticipating danger? Then ground yourself in present. Slow breathing, physical awareness, calm environment, safe connection. Safety must be experienced, not just understood. Safety must be experienced, not just understood. Okay, so this is our topic of the day, which is called hypervigilance. It's a mental state. Okay, so now floor is open for any kind of question and sharing. If you want to add on something, want to ask something, share something, please go ahead. Floor is open. Anyone?
Good morning, sir.
question.
Okay, go ahead.
Just a quick question. How does hypervigilance present itself in a relationship, for example? Could you help elaborate on that?
Yeah.
Okay, good question. Hypervigilance in relationship. This is the question, right? Okay. So hypervigilance is when your mind is constantly anticipating danger when there is no danger at all, right? In the relationship, you are having continuous thoughts that your partner will leave you, okay? Your relationship will break soon, okay? You're going to have fights soon, even when there is no danger at all. When your mind is constantly thinking about the danger, even when there is no danger at all. Okay, so this is the hypervigilance in relationship. Is it clear, Pragya ji?
Yes, but I'm just trying to understand that. Okay, maybe that's for another day. Why the why of it? If it's part of today's session, if you could explain.
Sure, it is very nice. Okay, why is a very great question. So why this happen? Like even when there is no danger, mind is anticipating the danger in advance. Why this happen? The question is open for everyone. If anybody would like to answer this, why this happens?
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone. I feel this is due to any childhood traumas or past experience. This is happening.
Okay.
So that will be stored in your system, and it will be giving alerts to you and asking you to be prepared for it. Thank you.
Very nice. Let me add on to this. A nervous system is designed for main purpose, which is survival. Okay, survival is the main purpose of the nervous system. So when the brain repeatedly experiences stress, unpredictability, criticism, emotional pain, pressure, conflict, instability, it slowly learns, I must stay alert all the time. Okay, and over a period of time, alertness becomes automatic. Not because danger is still present, but because the body got trained to expect it. Body got trained to expect it. Okay, why? Because our nervous system learns from repetitions. Our nervous system learns from repetitions. So whatever gets repeated, it becomes automatic.
Like
Okay.
the best example of this are animals.
Mm-hmm.
They get to survive in the jungle, so they have to stay alert all the time.
Okay, so you're giving one example of animals, right?
Yes, sir.
That they stay alert, they get alert every time. Okay. If someone repeatedly experiences emotionally unsafe environments, constant pressure, sudden conflicts, fear of failure, unstable relationships, childhood unpredictability, the brain stops treating stress as temporary, it starts treating stress as normal. Okay?
I want to ask a question. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. That in case of new mothers, we can see the hypervigilance because they are all time alert about their babies. So, is it a kind of hypervigilance in new mothers?
Okay. So, there's a boundary, right? Vigilance is important. Survival is very important for us. Okay? So a nervous system works like that. But when it becomes the hypervigilance, it means now something is wrong. When even there is no danger, our mind is constantly giving us the fear and anxiety every time, right? That is the hypervigilance.
So, in OCD also, we can see sometime the hypervigilance.
Yeah, it is one of the trait over there. One of the symptom, you can find it out. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to ask us, we need to check, right? In this world, everything has a boundary. Whenever something crosses the boundary, then things changes. So we need to check, we need to ask ourselves honestly. Okay, the question that I gave you here is, okay, question here is, there, we need to ask, is there actual danger right now, or is my mind anticipating danger? Okay, actual danger or anticipating danger? This question will create the awareness. Now let me give you one more amazing checkpoint for it. One more amazing checkpoint. Yes, this one. So healthy monitoring result due to three things. One of any three things. One is decision, third is action, second is action, third is acceptance. Okay, otherwise it gets counted in overthinking, right? That hypervigilance get counted in the overthinking. If it is creating a loop that you are constantly thinking about the problem, there is no decision, there is no action, there is no acceptance. Okay, then that hypervigilance turn into the overthinking. All right, so there are boundaries of each and everything. So we need to make ourselves constantly aware about things. Awareness is one of the amazing key. Awareness is the first key to transform, to change anything. Okay, is it answering your question?
May I?
Yes.
Good morning, sir. May I come in, sir?
Yes.
Sir, if I take this constant thinking, of course, overthinking, it's a quantity cannot be defined. It's a minor thinking, major thinking. It depends on the individual's age, society, culture, and his own personality. So the amount of thinking or anxiety or over anxiety varies with the person to person. Number one. Number two, in this case, when person is cautious about his goals, thinking to get it done, executed, and in that process, if any untowards harm, he foresees any problem or any barrier ahead, और आगे चल के कहीं उसको परसीव करता है कि पोटेंशियल थ्रेट यहाँ से सरप्राइज में आ सकता है, तो प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर दैट कैन बी गुड. इवन दिस ओवर थिंकिंग कैन बी गुड फॉर द पर्सन. ये जनरली सोल्जर्स की टीम जब अटैक पे जाते हैं, कहीं एक्सरसाइज पे या किसी ऑपरेशंस पे जाते हैं, तो सरप्राइज एलिमेंट को हमेशा कंसीडर किया जाता है. क्या हमें तो मालूम है कि ये 4 रास्ते सामने गोल अचीव करने के हैं, लेकिन दुश्मन 5वां रास्ता भी कवर करके रखता है कि ये 4 से तो आएगा ही, सबको पता है कि यहां से तो आएगा ही आएगा अटैक, लेकिन वो 5वें को भी कवर करके रखता है. तो ऐसी स्थिति में अ गुड लीडर कैन थिंक ऑफ अ 6th रूट विच इज सरप्राइज एलिमेंट. बहुत अच्छा ऑपरेशन ऑफ सिंदूर का हम लोगों ने देखा सुना होगा कि किसी ने भी नहीं सोचा था कि इस तरह से वो ऑपरेशंस हो जाएगा और बिना कैजुअलिटी के 2 घंटे में हमारी फोर्सेस वापस आ जाएंगे. तो व्हेन डूइंग समथिंग और ग्रेट गोल्स, थिंकिंग ऑफ मल्टीपल कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस can be taken positive also. Of course, these are the who one ma'am has shared his relationship. These are all very minor कैजुअल थिंग्स विच आर लाइफ टाइम में होती हैं. किसी के पास काम में से फुर्सत नहीं है तो किसी के बारे में सोचना हो जाता है. अगर अपने आप में फुली ऑक्यूपाइड एंड खुद को खुश रखने के स्किल अगर जानते हैं, तो ये सारी चीजें कंट्रोल और रिजनेबल उसमें मॉनिटर करी जा सकती है, रेगुलेट करी जा सकती है. इंस्टेड ऑफ मॉनिटर, रेगुलेट करी जा सकती हैं टू द अचीव वेलबींग, सेल्फ वेलबींग.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you for adding on. There is one more check. You can ask yourself, did this thinking or thoughts help me to decide something or just making me mentally tired?
Yes.
Okay.
Well said.
So one is thinking, another is overthinking. We need to check. And today we are talking about the hypervigilance. When your mind, your nervous system learn that danger is everywhere, even when there is no danger.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
You mentioned the example about checking the messages available. How can one distinguish it being the activity that one is performing just because of or out of boredom, or because he or she is expecting somebody's message, or it is necessarily a hypervigilant state of feeling?
Okay. Your question is a little bit not audible. Can your voice can be a little bit more clear?
I'm not sure, so maybe I'll talk coming near
Yeah, it
my
is fine
laptop.
now. It is fine now. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. So how can one distinguish whether this checking up of WhatsApp messages or any messages is necessarily a hypervigilance activity thing? Because it is a very normal activity which most of the people do. How do we distinguish it to be a certain state at the moment?
Okay. Good question. Very good question. So how we will distinguish that it is not hypervigilance, right? Okay. How we will say that it is healthy monitoring? Let's say healthy monitoring and hypervigilance. Okay. So healthy monitoring is intentional, time limited, okay, reality based and solution oriented. Opposite of it is hypervigilance.
Well said, sir. True.
Okay, is it answering your question?
Yes, very clear, sir.
If it is repeated, emotionally driven, fear based, exhausting, then it can be hypervigilance.
Sir, if it's hypervigilance, the intensity and repetition of such kind of a behavior is aggravated and beyond the limit, then it starts for illusions and hallucinations. Thereafter, this may go to the schizophrenic also.
Okay, well, every problem starts from the first step, so it can go anywhere, right, if it is not being treated or being aware about it. Okay.
That is when you replied to Veena ji with that to control well thought, planned thinking means what you said to explain your last answer to Veena ji. That was the only best solution for this. You replied to Veena ji. I cannot put it in same words, but you suggested the best way to deal with it.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Any other question or want to add on? Anybody want to add on something or want to share something related to this?
Copy, sir, I just have one point. When I was talking about relationships, and the reason why I brought it up is because I realize when I'm dealing with people in my team, 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and if you look at the scenario of relationships in India currently, I won't say we're westernizing, but we are definitely losing the essence of commitment, of loyalty, honesty in relationships. So you hear all these terms like open relationship, situationship. Now, these are scenarios where you don't know where the relationship is going, you don't know what the status is, and hence the concept of maybe hypervigilance, because you want to be sure, you want to assess whether the other person is being honest with you, telling you the truth. Are they really looking at commitment, or are they just fooling around? And I see that a lot of my juniors are just in that constant mode, and they're evaluating sentence by sentence. This guy said this, but it actually meant this. And I observed this action. So the mismatch between words and actions, and it's become so chaotic now that people are losing faith in relationships. And hence I was wondering, where does this go? How does this even finally materialize? And there are statistics also to say that, women are now refusing to get married, again based on these trends. So where does the essence of a relationship then finally lie? If you're not hyper vigilant, how do you pull through this?
Okay, very nice. So Pragyaji, first of all, thank you for sharing that exact use case in the relationship scenario and the effect, the results that we are getting nowadays. And it is true, even the people who are married also, the relationship breaking, the divorce are happening like anything nowadays, right? So
Absolutely.
statistics says that every hour 16 divorce cases are getting filed every hour. Okay, so this is happening. So now the question is, where this relationship status, where this relationship chemistry or mechanism or phenomena is going, what is going to happen in future related to the relationship? So this is the question. Anybody would like to comment on this, would like to share their thinking related to this? Go ahead.
May I to the Pragya ji?
Yes, please, in just one minute, okay? In just 1 minute, yeah.
This is since last 20 to 25 years, the development of corporate culture, metropolitan cities and number one metropolitan city, thereafter tier 2 metropolitan cities, and migration from the home. That is technically values of a family or values of a person is the main core cause because of it. A migration from family because of a job or the services. Then thereafter, after 8 to 10 years of job stress into the office, there is hardly any time or anybody is there to share their fair emotions of a person when he is outside, because उसके जो कोर फ्रेंड्स वगैरह जो है वो अपने जो भी सपोर्ट सिस्टम था वो उसको छोड़ आया है अपने जहां पे डोमेस्टिक उसका यहाँ का डोमिसाइल होगा। तो वहां पे अगर इमोशंस को शेयर एब्जॉर्ब करने वाला, शेयर करके, एक तो होता है लोग सुन के मजे लेते हैं और रो के सुनते हैं और हंस के सुनाते हैं दूसरे को किसी की तकलीफ। तो ऐसा रिलेशन इमोशनल एब्जॉर्बेंस मिलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है और इट इज डेफिनेटली आजकल के बच्चों का बहुत कंसर्न हो गया इस चीज को लेके, और वैल्यूज में भी इतना डिफरेंस आ गया है कि बिकॉज बोथ आर अर्निंग मेंबर्स। तो इसमें यह भी है क्या, मैं कमाता हूं और एक अपने अंदर के, जब रिलेशनशिप डेवलप करनी है तो अपने अंदर के मैं को खत्म करके उसमें हम डेवलप करना पड़ता है। इफ we the equation becomes a we instead of me and you, that then only this healthy relationship can be continued, and then the anxiety of over anxiety, और क्या वर्ड है ये, ओवर विजिलेंस, हाइपर विजिलेंस को रेगुलेट कर सकते हैं सर। एब्जॉर्बेंट नहीं है, बच्चों के पास एब्जॉर्बेंट नहीं है, वहां बॉस के ऊपर ट्रस्ट नहीं, बॉस के अपने गोल्स हैं बंदे के, और इसके इफ वन इज ऑन अ मिडल पेयर तो सबऑर्डिनेट का इनसबऑर्डिनेशन है, टारगेट कंट्रोल्स हैं, उन सब चीजों के बाद एक छोटा सा जिसको ह्यूमन बीइंग मींस बंदे ने अपने आप को रोबोट बना लिया है और फिर उस ककून में कैद कर लिया है। तो इसके लिए बड़ा फ्रेजाइल रिलेशनशिप हो गई है आजकल।
Okay. Thank you so much for adding on. Now this topic is really interesting and we can have a detailed discussion on it. Okay, in short, problem is there. We know relationship mein problems are, a lot of problems are there. One solution I see that relationship must be taught as a skill in schools, in colleges. Okay, it should be a skill now because the problem is becoming bigger. So definitely more therapists, more counselors like you are needed because problem is increasing. So it is good for you, for your business actually. So we'll discuss it. The questions we'll be taking related to this in the next session. So for now, because we just have 1 minute, so let me explain the quote of the day. Quote of the day says, the moment thinking stops creating clarity and starts creating anxiety, it has crossed into overthinking. Okay. Thank you so much. I wish that you have a great day, awesome day, fantastic day, very meaningful and productive day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining.